Alright, hey, what's up, guys? So I am back with a kind of interesting video. This one's going to be kind of quick, or try to be quick. This is some good news for me. Hopefully it inspires you, gives you motivation to show you that it can be done. Most of you know my story, and if you don't, I highly encourage you to check the video up top. That gives a really brief overview of my whole story, so I don't have to constantly repeat myself in every video I make. So basically, I'll go through this real quick. Feedback. I made this video, like I mentioned, if you click the link. It's been the fastest viewing video I've ever created. A lot of people love it. It's really inspiring. A lot of people have reached out to me. I received many emails, many contacts through Instagram, a lot more than I ever thought I would get, especially a lot faster than I ever thought it would, gain ground. So, unfortunately, this is not my full-time job, so if I don't get back to you right away, please forgive me. I will do my best to get back to everyone within 24 hours. I know some people have like time-sensitive things, like they're in the urge of binge. What can they do to stop? I'll try to answer as fast as I can. But a series is under construction. This is like another part in the series. I'm going to try and keep putting out videos every week, just because all the feedback. I'll try to answer. If one person has a really good question, I'll try to answer it in a video format, so it gets out to the group or everyone that would like to learn about binge eating and how to recover from it and all the ins and outs. These are all various other feedback I've gotten from people, so it's real. Here's some more. Feel free to pause the video and read them if you want. I don't need to read them to you. But anyway, this is the good part. So like I said, I used to be a food accountant and I was physique obsessed. So my typical weekend looked exactly like this. I would spend about 4 hours a week meal prepping, and then I'd spend about an hour a week planning that meals that I would prep. And then I'd spend about 30 minutes grocery shopping. So roughly there's just 5 hours. And not to mention the physique obsessiveness, which was an additional like 2 hours of cardio a day, 2 hours of weight training. I mean, it was getting upwards of like a full-time job, 40 hours a week kind of thing. So I had basically started to have no social life. I started becoming so solely focused on this physique and this abs and this look that like mainstream fitness, puts out there. Like if you don't have the physique, like the beach bod physique, you're crap and you're worthless and you're not fit, right? And I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that's what fitness is about. I mean, everyone has this concept that fitness is lifting weights in the gym. I don't believe that at all. Fitness should be fun. If you're not enjoying it, why the hell are you doing it? I'm gonna ask yourself that, really, because that's something I didn't ask myself. I was doing this cardio and all this crap because I wanted a certain look. That's not fun. The looks will come. The looks will come whenever you want to do. If you do yoga, you can still get fit just as much as someone lifting weights. You're going to stick with it way longer. If you hate weightlifting, you're going to quit, and the results are never going to come. But if you love yoga and you go to it, whatever, 5 days a week, happy and excited to be there, the results are going to come because you love going there. You're not going to skip. And there's so many ways to work out. I mean, there's videos on YouTube of people doing acrobatic things on playground equipment that Lord knows I can't do. So basically, I was becoming so absorbed and so tunnel vision. And it's not bad to have, stuff like that, like, you're envisioned on goals. But I became just so focused and I blocked everything out, and I was so consumed with this look and this food just, controlling me. It was like my every thought. And I wouldn't go to social events because if I did, I'd probably eat everything. And if I try not to eat everything, I'd be sitting the whole time like, don't eat everything, don't eat everything, don't eat everything, come on, don't eat everything, don't eat everything, It was just this constant tug of war, and that's why I was like, all right, you're not going out, because, if I did go out and I did eat everything, then I proceeded to feel guilty and shame, and I'd hate myself, and then I'd punish myself, then I'd restrict myself some more, and the cycle just repeated and repeated and repeated every freaking weekend for like 3 years. It just never happened. So it just never ended. So eventually I just started killing relationships. So I ruined some relationships with friends. I ruined a relationship with a girlfriend at the time. I missed out on family events. I missed out on good memories. And it wasn't for the sole purpose of chasing a goal. It was the sole purpose of that I was just so scared of binging, and I hated restricting myself, and I just was so like, this food just was like my sole focus. It wasn't that I was driven towards a goal. It was just that I was so controlled by food. Like I let this inanimate object control me. Like this picture right here was my weekend. I would pull out the kitchen table and I would meal prep all the time, every weekend. I showed you guys a spreadsheet of, in that video I mentioned, of what I used to eat, and it was all planned out, weighed out to, the freaking milligram, and that's why I called it a food accountant, because I tracked everything religiously. So I was being a sheep. don't be a sheep. This is, something I learned. I was this huge mainstream fitness belief. Like everything I saw in like Flex magazines and Muscle and Fitness and Men's Health and all this other stuff, the mainstream fitness things that you see, I believed everything wholeheartedly, and I never questioned it, no matter how ridiculous it sounds now that I've learned better. Eat clean. Everyone follows this like eat clean. What is eating clean, really? If you ask a vegan, they'll say, you don't eat meat. If you ask someone who eats paleo, pretty sure they're about like no grains. But if you ask a bodybuilder, they're all about like rice, chicken, and broccoli. And they all say they're eating clean. Really? Someone's got to be right. You can't all be right. And basically eating clean is this concept of black and white, good and bad. That's not how it is. Your body is not, the best way to look at it is your body is not a light switch. On, off. Your body is like a dimmer switch. Off, on-ish, on-ish, more, on. Your body doesn't go, oh, you just ate a Pop-Tart, off, fat. Or your body doesn't go, oh, you ate carrots, on, healthy. Your body, it doesn't work like that. And when you explain it in that sense, it just makes more sense than eating clean. But I solely believed it. Like that food I showed you, I was eating sweet potatoes and chicken and broccoli and asparagus and brown rice and turkey burgers and all this other stuff because I was so focused on eating clean. And I was prepping all my meals because that's what I saw you're supposed to do. But I didn't have results to show for it. Like there was no results even when I prepped my meals. Like you couldn't tell that I worked out. I wasn't any really bigger, I wasn't any stronger, I wasn't any leaner because I kept yo-yo dieting. I would go on the, binge, restrict, binge, restrict, binge. It was just this never-ending cycle. My body had never had a chance to even go in one direction because as soon as it went one direction, it was like, hey, look, come back here, you're going this way. And I'd go this way, and then make up, come back. You're going this way. It was never ending. I was eating like every 2-3 hours because, again, I believed all this stupid stuff. I thought like, God forbid, if I went like 3 hours and 50 seconds, that all of a sudden my gains and all my results were just going to disappear, like disappear in thin air. Again, some ridiculous crap, I believe. Don't eat food X. This is probably one of the biggest problems that I realized with binge eating and that I've seen in people that have come to me is they ban food, whatever that is for you. I call it food X because everyone's got their own concept of what's bad and what's good. When you say something's off limits, it makes it much more enticing to do that thing than treat yourself. I mean, it's hard, especially when you're all around it and there's junk food and quote unhealthy foods. It's a lot harder when you say no. Don't drink. It goes along with food X. Like you can't enjoy yourself. I was like no alcohol, no nothing. I'm not saying go out and get plastered every weekend. That people take it and they skew this. Like, I'm encouraging you to get drunk. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just encouraging you to enjoy life. So basically, all these things above comes down to this one question. How is this healthy and sustainable? I mean, really think about that. Is this truly a sustainable way of life? Can you truly meal prep every day for the next 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever years you're alive of your life? Honestly. And for most people, if you say yes, you're probably lying to yourself, to be completely honest. I lied to myself. I was like, oh, I can do it, and look at me now. I'm 300 days and haven't prepped a single meal in my freaking life. And I've still lost weight when I needed to. And I packed on muscle when that was my goal. You don't need a meal prep. It just wasn't sustainable. If it fits your macros is a lifestyle. Dieting, when you say a diet, that's a short-term 10, 12, 14-week thing, diet. Lifestyle, that's your life. It's 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, etc. This is not sustainable. It's not healthy. It doesn't let you enjoy life. You can't go out and have a beer with your significant other or your family or your friends or your buddies. You can't go out and have burgers with, like for me, now I go out and have burgers with my mom because my dad is a vegetarian. That's his own choice. I'm not going to tell him don't. But, that's our special thing. We go for burgers and beers now that I'm 21. Before I wouldn't do that because I just was like, Mom, I'm not eating that unhealthy food. It's going to make me fat. Like I wasn't enjoying life. There was nothing fun about it. Don't be a sheep. So this is like my quote fitness rebirth. So 300 days ago, I adopted if it fits your macros. I started tracking on MyFitnessPal. I quit meal prepping. I haven't meal prepped in a single day in 300 days. So, if it fits your macros, excuse me, I want to make this video so it's a little bit sloppy. I just want to get out in a timely fashion because it's related to 300 days. It's not what you think it is. People post on social media all this, the meaty cupcakes and brownies and if it fits your macros. And they post that because that's what gets likes and attention. If they post them eating normal food like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, chips, apple, and carrots, let's not get as many likes. That's boring. Everyone sees that. But when you post a sundae with like M&Ms and Reese's and chocolate sauce and peanut butter sauce and maple syrup and all this stuff, that's what gets likes. People like, holy crap, that's so cool. And that's what people think if it fits your macros. It's just some cop-out excuse to eat crap. And it's really not. I'm making a video on how to adopt if it fits your macros. That's a much longer one. I want it to be more perfect. This one I just want to get out in a timely fashion. It's freedom. I'm not held back by these chains holding me back, like trying to go everywhere and I can't move because I'm held back by meal prepping. I'm not carrying my meals to classes. I used to carry around this big freaking lunchbox to all my classes when I started college because, you know, I thought that I was going to lose all my gains if I didn't eat for 3 hours, or if I ate, you know, Chipotle or Subway, that it was going to kill me because it wasn't my clean prep food to like my high quality standards. It's peace. I can relax. I have more time. I'm not spending 6 hours a week on food. I can do other things like start this business to help people like you get over binge eating. Because it's a bitch. I know it because I've been there. It's fun. I can go out and have burgers and beers and not feel guilty about it now. I can go out and get ice cream with our friends and not feel guilty about it. I can eat donuts on Sunday after church and I don't feel guilty about it because it's not going to kill me. Eating one donut is not going to kill me. Look at it this way. Pricking your finger or getting a small cut, sure, you may bleed, but chances are it's not going to kill you. Obviously, it gets infected. We can get all technical, but the point is you're not going to bleed out. In the grand scheme of things, I'm sure someone can find some doctor excuse, but it's the concept. It's not going to kill you. Like one dent in your car is not going to total your car. One donut, one treat, you know, if you fit it into your macros, is not going to kill you. It's enjoyment. Like I said, it's this freedom, it's this peace. I can enjoy my life. I'm not held back by food and this chain and this bullshit that fitness puts on people. You have to live like this because it's not healthy. It pisses me off that people think you can just have to eat this food and hate your life and just, it just drives me nuts. And you still get results. That's the best part. You still get results. This is the screenshot of MYFITNESSPAL when I hit 300 days. So, no meal prep, no cardio. So the picture on the left is 188 pounds. The picture on the right is 180. This was my last prep for a powerlifting competition. I went from that to that, and I never once prepped a meal. I never once stepped on a cardio machine to actually do cardio. To warm up, yes, but to actually do cardio, no. Never once. And I ate burgers during the time. I ate the fattest, juiciest, double cheeseburger with french fries during the day. And guess what? Because it fit my macros, I still lost weight. Suck it, eating clean. Suck it. Enjoy your freaking dried out broccoli and crappy chicken and tilapia every day. Enjoy that crap. Because you don't even need it. You can't eat ice cream. You can't eat burgers, Pop-Tarts, chips, whatever the hell you want. And you can still get results. I am the proof. Because I've been there. I have binged. I have restricted. I've told myself no. I've hated life because of food. And finally, I got over that crap. And I don't deal with it anymore. I'm enjoying life. And I'm here to help you get over that. Because I don't believe in this fitness bullshit of prepping meals all the time. It's not healthy. And it's not sustainable. And I don't stand for it. So one of the things I've told a lot of people is, when they come to me and they're asking for help, you know, they're overwhelmed, you know, don't look up at this mountain. Just look down at your own 2 feet and move them one in front of the other, day after day, week after week, year after year. I shared this story with you because I wanted to show you that you can make it. You know, I hope this kind of gives you, inspires you, and motivates you, because I've been there too. I've talked to people, you know, they've tried therapy, you know, they've tried going to doctors. And although the doctors and therapists may be qualified from an educational or certification standpoint, they don't have the first-hand experience of trying to deal with it. They don't understand what you're going through. You know, I've been there. I did this for 3 years, binge restrict, thinking the cycle is never going to end, thinking about, you know, ending my life. You know, I get that. I've been there. You know, 300 days seems like a long time. But you take it day after day, one day at a time. It's something we all struggle with as humans. We like to think we have control over the future, and we dwell on the past of what could have been or what you could have, should have, would have done. And we like to think about the future and try to control that. But in all honesty, it's just wasted energy, and I struggle with it just as much as the next guy. We can't control that. It's just wasted energy. You can try as hard as you want, and you can't change the past. And you can study and analyze and do all this other voodoo stuff and try to predict the future. And you can't do that either. But what you can do is give 110% today. And tell yourself, I am going to beat this. Talk positive self. I talk to positive myself all the time. I don't care if people think I need a helmet, because it works. I do it in the gym. Before I do a heavy set of whatever, I stand there like, I can. I close my eyes. I envision it. I visualize success. I visualize it happening. I taste it. I can see it. I can smell it. I can feel it. Talk to yourself. Encourage yourself. Be your biggest fan. You can beat this, and I'm going to walk you guys through every step. I'm going to publish videos every week. I'm going to answer every email. I'm going to answer every question. If you got any question, I don't care how personal the question is, I'll answer it. Obviously, I don't really care because I'm putting it out on the YouTubes. 3 years of binge restrict. I've been there. So if you got questions, it's my email right there. There's more social media links below. This is the 21st century. There's a bajillion ways to contact me. If you send a carrier pigeon, it may get here eventually, but not responsive. It takes 6 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts or comments, feel free to leave them in the description box below. Subscribe so you can stay tuned to more videos that come out when I publish them. Or get on my email list, and I will send you the links as I do publish them myself. So thank you all for your support. I hope you guys have a great week, and you guys can beat binge eating. I believe in you.